Okay, we are asked to solve this exponential equation, and we're first to express the answer in exact form, and if irrational, solutions are approximated to the nearest thousandth. So, to solve this, what we are going to do is we are going to use logs to solve this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the log of each side. Because as long as you do the same thing to each side, you can do anything you want. In this case, I'm going to take the log of each side. So I'm just using my log base 10. And then, because of the rules of logs, I am then able to bring these forward, the power rule. So I have x minus 3, the log of 4, times 2x, the log of 3. Then here I can distribute x log 4 minus 3 log 4 equals 2x log 3. Then I'm going to put the x's both on one side. So I'm going to leave x log 4 here. I'm going to move over this one, so I change the sign. And I'm going to move the other one to the other side. Now, obviously, I could have went in the opposite direction. Doesn't really matter. I just went so that my signs, I didn't have a negative hanging out, just because then less chance of me losing it. And I'm going to pull out an x. I'm going to factor it out. Then that way, I am able to solve for it. Oh, don't forget my 3. So I have x equals 3 log 4 over log 4 minus 2 log 3. And this is my answer. And I am going to find a pencil and write it down so that I can copy it into the other one without going back and forth 10 times. Let's come here. And I need a, there we go. And so I have 3. Now watch log, and you can see it just turns into the log 4. And then here in the bottom, log 4 minus 2 log 3. And check my answer. Okay, now at this point, what I want to do is it's asking me to pretty much, put this into your calculator and now get a decimal. The big thing to remember here is, again, you're going to have to take care. Your calculator does not know order of operations. If you just start willy-nilly putting this in, it will not give you the right answer. So what I do is I use lots of parentheses, and I'm going to do 3 log, and you can see that this is, and right there, I wasn't paying attention to how my calculator works, 4 log, so this is the log of 4 times 3. So this is the top right now, and then I want to divide parentheses. Okay, so this is where it gets confusing. 4 log, okay, I got that one, minus, I'm going to do another set of parentheses. The reason is because I want to do 3 log times 2 parentheses equals. Now actually, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of right now wondering if this calculator really got it all in here. We're going to see. Because then you're going to see if this doesn't work out, well, it's because we didn't get it all into the calculator right. And obviously, we know our answer's right. It's just a matter of getting it into the calculator. Oh, and I did. And you'll notice how I did it. And I hadn't done it with this calculator before. I usually use my graphing calculator. And my graphing calculator allows me to move the answers much better. Parentheses, parentheses, parentheses. The other thing is this asks you to round to the thousandths. Round one more place and write down the number. So find the log of 4, find the, log 3 times 2, 3 log 4, and then put them all in. But you've got to be very careful because it's very easy. When I actually did it in my graphing calculator, which I find much easier to work with, I actually had to do it twice because the first answer I got did not compute. I had no problem getting the solution set to this. Getting the decimal was much harder. So it's definitely going to take some practice, and what it's going to take is getting used to the calculator you're using. So I really recommend you take some time to get used to how you want to input these longer ones. Because obviously they're going to give you really long answers. If you don't want to have to write each one down, you're going to need to find a good way to carry them. And so my graphing calculator I find works pretty well because I'm able to carry the answers really well. But if you're using calculator more like this one here, the one in Windows, you're not going to be able to carry them as well, and that's where you can run into some major problems.